Om. Om.
ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदः क्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verse 16. Bhagavad Krishna is describing in detail the demonic qualities, the Asuri Sampat. Read verse 16.
अनेकचित्तविभ्रान्ताः मोहजालसमावृताः प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च।
अनेक चित्त विभ्रांताः मोहजाल समावृताः काम भोगेषु प्रसक्ताः अशुचि नरके पतन्ति। अशुचि नरके पतन्ति. This is their plight, the plight of the mind and what they are destined to be. Aneka chitta vibhranta. Their mind is flooded with preoccupation in endless objects. Mind is preoccupied in many varieties of things, events, and all those things. Turmoil is going in the mind. Moha jala samavrita. Samavritaha. Totally covered by jala. Jala is net. Net of what? Moha. Moha, aviveka, lack of discrimination, born of ignorance. I think once, sometime I told, see, viveka is so important to a man. Buddhi, intellect is meant for sense of discrimination. What is good in the long run? What is bad in the long run? Immediate good, bad may be there, which is evident. But in the long run, which is really good for me, is really bad for me. What should be done? What should not be done? How am I to relate with a particular person? How I should not? All these need to be ascertained properly. Even for a smooth life, leave aside spirituality. In this sense, we should keep in mind the greatness of our culture. Mahabharata is named as Jaya. The name of Mahabharata is Jaya, victory, success. The first verse of Mahabharata is Vandana, salutations, Narayanam Namaskritya, Naram Chaiva Narottamam, Devim Saraswatim Vyasam, Tataha Jaya Udiraye. First, offer the pranams to who? Narayana, Vishnu. Namaskritya, having saluted. Naram Chaiva Narottamam, Naranarayana. Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Nara is Arjuna. Narottama is Narayana again. Naranarayana, they were doing tapas. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Devim Saraswatim Namaskritya. God has Saraswati because it's being written now. So she should be at the tip of the pen. Tato Jayam Udira Vyasam Namaskritya. Thereafter, the author having saluted Vyasa, Tataha, thereafter, Jayaha Udiraye. Mahabharata has to be studied, read, or whatever if you want to do that. Why so? What success has got with the Mahabharata? What victory has got with the Mahabharata? You know why? No doubt, we should have Viveka, discrimination. But what is the basis for that ascertainment? This is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong, etc. What is the basis? Shastras. Mahabharata, though an itihasa, a history, it contains all that is needed for discrimination. There is no character that is not described in Mahabharata which is not available in the world. Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, Shakuni, onwards, all Dharmaraja, Karna, all these varieties of characters are there. How they react, how they respond, how they conduct themselves. You have what a picture of all this. Under certain circumstances, how it is being, one has to act it. So you have got a ready reference there. And therefore, so a person who has read or studied Mahabharata has got that proper sense of Viveka, and when Viveka is proper, victory is asserted. What he does is the right thing that he would do. In our recent history, recent means some time back, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was made to learn Mahabharata. The mother arranged for someone who will teach him Mahabharata. Right decision he could take it. What is good for our this country, that all he can decide. So therefore, Viveka, if Viveka is lost, that person is only a biped animal. He cannot be called as what? A human. So therefore, say, Mohajala Samavrutaha. The mind is totally covered by network of aviveka, born of ignorance. Where is their interest? Kama bhogeshu prasakta. Totally steeped, totally engrossed. Kamopabhoga. So that is Vishaya Bhoga. In sense enjoyment. The only goal of life is khao, piyo, maja karo bas. And as a result, ashuchau narake patanti. They fall, means they go to very, very painful, troublesome hells. Read Bhasya, Aneka Chitta Vibrantaha, Aneke iti, continue.
अनेक इति अनेक चित्त विभ्रांताः उक्त प्रकारैः अनेकैः चित्तैः
Chittai. See, in some book it is Chittai is there, it should be Chittai.
भ्रांताः अनेक चित्त विभ्रांताः मोहजाल समावृताः अविवेकः अज्ञानं तदेव जालम् इव आवरणात्मकत्वात् तेन समावृताः.
Stop. Aneka Chitta Vibrantaha. This phrase from the verse. Ukta, what is that? What is the meaning of that? Bhashyakara is explaining. Ukta prakaraihi. In the manners that were described so far, anekaihi chittaihi. This word should be understood properly. Literally, anekaihi chit. Aneka means many. Literally, aneka means not one. Even two can be aneka. But here, many. Chittai. What is chitta? Chitta means mind. By many minds, what does it mean? It means chitta has to be taken in the sense of jnanaihi. Even if you take the mind, many minds mean it is like this. What is called that? Like a transferred epithet. Many mind means the mind preoccupied in many things. That's what it means. So the mind that is preoccupied in many sense objects and things actually. Always the mind is what? Centered around thousands of things. So that vividham bhranta, in a different ways, in manifold ways, deluded. Wrong values, wrong notions, wrong actions, all works up, and the mind is a turmoil. Aneka chitta vibhranta. So the next, then moha jala samahruta. What is moha? Aviveka, ajnana. Lack of discrimination, and ajnana, ignorance. Tadeva jalamiva. There is no separate net there, like a net which catches the birds. So like this, or anything like that, fish. That aviveka, ignorance, itself is the net that can trap this person. Jalam iva, as though, not literally, but as though, because it traps you. Traps where? Keeps you continued in samsara. At least some opportunity was there to get out. How come do you say opportunity there? Because you are got a human being. You are human embodiment. That very fact that you are wielding a human embodiment shows at least this life in the sojourn of a human being, you have an opportunity to get out of this samsara because you are endowed with buddhi. That buddhi sarathi should be trained properly so that it will take you to the destination of your swarupa. If you don't do, you have wasted a great grand opportunity that was in your hand. When it can come next time is beyond the guess of anyone. Jantunam narajanma durlabha. See, in the name of modernity, we overlook or don't take into account many important things in our life. First thing, we don't know. Even if somebody tells, not ready to listen or accept as such. Only Bhagavan can help. So therefore, as a human, we have got utmost responsibility and duty towards oneself also. Duty towards many other things are certainly there from starting from family onward. Duty toward the family members, society, country, the world. Besides that, foremost duty as a human being is towards yourself. And that duty is to discover what I am in reality. Once that is discovered, all duties drop away. Why? How come? What do you mean by concept of duty? The concept of duty is give and take. You go to the market, you purchase the goods, you pay the money and take it. Is it not? Like that, you and me are in this cosmos. For our existence, whole creation is functioning. Even the remote little twinkle star is for me also. It also works for me. We are taking, for which you have to give. If you take something without giving, you are branded by Shastra as a thief. You are a thief. So another thing, the resources from this world are for all. We have to take whatever that is necessary for us, not beyond that. You can't argue, I have got money, I will purchase. No, it is not for you, it is for everyone. That person also is called a thief. Narada at one place says, the one who draws from this world more than what is necessary is a thief. See the plight, the present plight of countries because of that. Not country, whole world. I think Mahatma Gandhi said, there is enough in this world necessary for all, but there is not enough to gratify the greed of even a single person. Enough required for all is there, but not enough required for to fulfill the greed of one person. So you should know this fact. Hoarding. No, it's not meant for, it's for everyone, whatever it may be. So therefore, here that viveka must be there, totally getting engrossed in this. What is that? Bhoga is not correct. Therefore, their mind means that goal of life is what? Khana, pina, maja karna. That is not that. Human embodiment is not meant for that. We should be aware of our first and foremost duty towards ourselves. Other duties are meant so that you prepare the mind to discharge your duty towards yourself. Because things that were expected of you were not done. A duty conscious person is bound to have guilt. I should have done it, I have not done it. Such a mind is not fit to take to Atma, Anatma, Vivek, etc. First, discharge the duties and then take to this. Asti, this attitude must be kartavyam kritam maya, bhavitavyam bhavati. All that needs to be done, I have done. Now, no more mind in that. What is going to happen, happen. People don't do that. Whole lifelong they go on, whatever that is there, etc. Get preoccupied in the entire thing and neglect what is to be taken to. So therefore, you say, kartavyam kritam maya bhavitavyam bhavatyeva. What needs to be done, I have done. What is going to happen, happen. Now, let me mind my own business. And if I don't discharge that, we don't know when the next human embodiment is going to come. And when it comes, we don't know whether the atmosphere will conducive to this pursuit. So that being the case, we have to be very careful about that. As far as Asuri people are concerned, their mind is clouded with all these things. And because of this, mind getting covered by this mohajala, what happens? Continue. Tena samavrutaha prasaktaha.
तेन समावृताः प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु तत्रैव निषण्णाः सन्तः तेनोपचितकल्मषाः पतन्ति नरके अशुचौ वैतरण्यादौ.
Tena samavrutaha. Tena means mohajalena. By this net of aviveka, totally covered, means the buddhi is clouded. That buddhi is not available for atmanatma viveka. Prasaktaha, atyanta asakta, totally engrossed. Their love is for such things only. Nothing else they will accept or recognize. Where kama bhogeshu. Here, kama means sense object. So kama bhogeshu means in sense enjoyments, in sense pleasures. What is known as khao kyo maja karo. Nishannaha santa. Nishannaha santa, being engrossed. When you are engrossed in something, you are not aware of other things, nor your inclination to take other things. So the mind is totally preoccupied. 24/7 is what? Mind is preoccupied. Tena, and thereby what happens? Upachita kalmashaha. They gather more and more sins, because when sense pleasure alone is the goal of life, such a person will flout the norms of dharma. He will indulge in adharmic activities. day by day he will go on accumulating more and more sins. That is upachita kalmasha. As a result, what happens? Ashut narake ashuchau patanti. After giving the body, they fall, means go to ashuchi naraka. Impure naraka means very, very painful naraka. Bhashyakara gives name. Vaitarani Adau. Vaitarani is one of the very painful hell. Adi for other called Rava. Many things are there. There you go. Some people say, no, hey, this heaven, hell are product of human mind. Such things are there. What they mean is, it is not true. It is somebody has imagined. That if you take that way, you are speaking half truth. What you said as product of human mind is true, but you don't know the final thing of that. How come? Look, entire creation, whether heaven or hell, entire creation cosmos, including Ishvara and you, the individual, your body is product of mind. What great if you speak of hell, heaven and hell. Heaven and hell have the same degree of reality as your body. Do you consider the body to be imagination of the mind? Don't you take it to be real? Same thing applies to heaven and hell and the experiences therein, including heaven. So just remarking, these are all products of the mind is not going to help anyone else. Except Chaitanya Swarupa Atma Brahma. Everything else experience, good, bad, indifferent, is projection of the mind. Get out of it. Discover what you are. You have no choice about it. You may discard this life, but when time will come, it may be even after kalpas, it may be after yugas, it may be after kalpas, you will have to take to it. Better decide. Right now, take the pursuit and accelerate the process, or leave it as it is. Leave it as it is, or sukha dukkha, sukha dukkha, sukha dukkha, janma marana, janma marana, janma marana, you have to undergo. Better take it right now and put a stop. Even if it continues for some time, that is better. For example, you are speeding on a road very fast. Somehow you came to know that you are on the wrong road. Let us say you are at a speed of 160 kilometers per hour. You can't suddenly stop it. You have to slow down and stop and take it down. So like that, first get convinced yourself about the final goal. Halt it, take a turn. It may take some time. Just it's a vyavahara, we do find that. That is the way in the world is. But decision should be proper. Effort must be appropriate, and adequate. So therefore, say, so heaven, everything is projection of the mind. In fact, it is the mind who is the culprit who denies us our Paramatma Swarupa. Of course, the same mind helps us to discover it. That's why they say the mind is the cause of both bondage and liberation. Mind preoccupied in the sense object self-pleasure is a cause for bondage. Mind free from that, withdrawn from the Vishayas, is means for liberation. Brudhandika says, when can you get liberation? Yada sarve pramuchyante kamaha ye hridisita atraiva amrutam samashnute. The moment you get rid of all desires in the bosom, that very moment you will be liberated, you will be able to discover your Swarupa. Because so long as desires are there, including noble desires, mind gets preoccupied in that. A mind preoccupied in these things cannot discover one's Swarupa. Yada sarve pramuchyante kamaha hridisita. Hridaya there means antakarana, mind. All desires, except minimum to keep the body. All desires by wherein you think that by that I'll be happier. All those things. When they drop, not that easy, you can't just drop them. Viveka, Vairagya, and discovery of what I'm really is necessary. But that is the criterion. Brudhandika declares that. So therefore, a lot of these people is what? Hell only. Further, they are Atmeti. Read verse 17.
आत्मसंभाविता स्तब्धाः धनमानमदान्विताः यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेनाविधिपूर्वकम्
Atmasambhavitaha stabdhaha dhana mana vadanvita te dambhena avidhipurvakam namayajnaihi yajanti te dambhena avidhipurvakam namayajnaihi yajanti. These Asuri people are like this. These are their qualities. Atma sambhavitaha. They themselves consider themselves to be adorable. Sambhavita means pujatam gataha. They consider themselves by themselves. Nobody else says that. Think they what? They are adorable. All have to pay respect to them. They should worship them like that. Stabdha. They don't know what is humility. That is what? Totally lacking in humility. Stabdha. Dhana, mana, madanvita. On account of money, They have got excessive pride, haughtiness, madanita. Once it happened, when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa at Dakshineshwar, he was going for a stroll in the evening on the bank of river Ganga. So one Brahmana was sitting there on the bank. And Ramakrishna was passing there. So that Brahmana saw him, hey, Pujari, how are you? You used to see that person earlier also. Hey, Pujari, in the tone of big authority and such a big man as hey, Pujari, oh priest, because he was in the Dakshineshwar Mandir. How are you? Ram uttered to a person who was with him. I think his attendant or somebody used to. This Brahmana must have got some money. All along he was just keeping quiet. Nowadays, because how are you? He must have got some money. This money can corrupt them. Need not necessarily be, but more often than not, corrupt the mind of the people. Something great. So because of wealth, he is what? Totally proud, haughty also. That's what? No humility at all. And they do yajnayagas. What type of, how they do and what type of yajnayagas they do? They, such people, Asuri people. Dambhena. Just to show that they are great dharmic people. Dambha word we have seen many times. Avidhi purvakam. They perform sacrifice, etc. Na vidhi purvakam, avidhi purvakam. Not as told in the Shastras. Manmane, as they like. Nama yajnai yajanti. They conduct sacrifices which are only for name's sake. For name it is sacrifice, but the mode in which it is to be done is not at all followed. Just to show people that he is such a great person who does sacrifice. Bhasya, read.
आत्म इति आत्मसंभाविताः सर्वगुणविशिष्टतया आत्मना एव संभाविताः आत्मसंभाविताः न साधुभिः.
So, आत्मसंभाविताः सर्वगुणविशिष्टतया आत्मना एव आत्मनि संभाविता. संभाविता पूज्यताम गता और श्लाघिता. They consider themselves highly adorable or they praise themselves. Why? We are, or me, I am the one who is endowed with all qualities. He thinks they may or maybe or may not be, but he claims, I got such and such qualities. So I am such a respectable person, adorable person. Sarva guna vishishtaya, being adored with all good qualities. I am someone great. Need not be good, but he considers it good. Atmana eva atmani. Sambhavita. Considers oneself to be adorable by oneself. Nobody has told. Not a person who knows Shastra. Oh, he's a great sadhu. No. He himself brands himself. Such a person is called Atma Sambhavita. No sadhu bhi. Good people are not certified him as a what? Adorable person. See, generally, everyone claims oneself to be devotee. Once in a blue moon, he goes to a temple, possibly. That won't work. If you are really a devotee, it should be certified by Bhagavan himself. Bhagavan knows antara, inside. Not, he doesn't go with the buyer. External showmanship is not going to fool Bhagavan. He sees your antakarana mind, where it is preoccupied. He has to certify, for example, Arjuna. Arjuna was certified as, what is that? Not only Bhakta, but also Sakha, friend. Bhagavan said, you are my friend, you are my devotee. So certificate should come. Or at least from great master, persons who know Shastras, at least they have to certify it. But this is not so. Considering oneself to be a great person. No sadhu be, not certified by the sages, etc. Continue, stabda.
स्तब्धाः अप्रणतात्मनः धनमानमदान्विताः धननिमित्तः मानः मदश्च ताभ्यां धनमानमदान्विताः हिजन्ते नामयज्ञैः नाममात्रयज्ञैः ते दम्भेन धर्मध्वजितया अविधिपूर्वकं विहिताङ्गेति कर्तव्यतारहितैः
Stabda. Apranata atmana. They literally mean they never bend. Bending against someone shows reverence for the person, respect. This some people, they will break but never bend. Such varieties there. Apranata atmana. Here atma means mana deha or swabhava, nature. They never change for good with respect to their body, mind, and character. So that is how in short it means anamra, namrata, softness, humility is not there in them at all. It's not there in them at all. So therefore, so that is anamraha, haughty people. How? On account of what? Dhana, mana, madanvita. Anvita, endowed with by mana and mada. Mana, pride, mada, haughtiness, on account of dhana. Dhana nimitta, on account of wealth, money, wealth. They have got what? Mana. Considering oneself to be adorable. Or pride. So pride on oneself. See, to some extent one has to be proud about oneself, but not beyond limit. Mada, haughtiness. So tabhyam, by those, dhana, mana, madabhyam. Mana and mana on account of mada, on account of dhana. Anvita, endowed with. And these people do sacrifices. How? Yajante. They perform sacrifices. What type of yajana? Namayadnehi. What is Nama Yajna? Nama Matraihi Yajna. The sacrifices are only for name's sake. Because sacrifice should be done properly. It's not nowhere near the actual purpose of sacrifice. Only appearance. Like the children are trained in drawing. Draw a cow, sparrow, a peacock, horse, like this. But more often than not, they have to write that this is a cow, this is a sparrow, this is a horse, because it's nowhere near. Of course, they are learning. Like that, nowhere near the sacrifices. But just to show to others, they do the sacrifice. Namatra Yajna. So why so Namatra for name's sake? Because the dambena. First thing, the motive is not correct. Damba meaning is given again. We have seen this earlier. Dharma dvajitaya. To show off that they are dharmic people. They are not into the yaga at all, but just to show that. I think you heard this recently. Our neighboring countries sent some help to some Turkey or something earthquake. Things that were given to them by them during the floods. See? To show that we have also given help. Dharma dvajitva. Show that we are giving. So like here, so by out of this eagerness to project themselves, the great dharmic people, they do such yagas. And at least having done, do it properly, no. Avidhi purvakam. Not as told in the Vedas. See, sacrifices to be performed where it is told, Vedas. Then you have to abide by the mode of doing. Because Veda knows more about it. That they don't follow. What is that avidhi purvaka? Vihita anga iti karvat kartavyata rahitam. Rahitam. Without, devoid of, where these are given up. Vihita anga iti karvat. Vihita means as a vidhi, do this way. What is to be done step by step, they are described in the Vedas. As per that, anga, as sacrifice has got auxiliary karmas or satellite karmas. Main sacrifice, but it is aided with many different small karmas. All they need to be done. So with anga. Iti karvata. Iti karvata is the mode of performance. Everything step by step, including how much dakshina to be given to what type of priest. Veda decides, not to your choice. So therefore, so more you may give, but minimum that much. So therefore, why? Because when a sacrifice is done, it is performed by the Ritviks. And the result goes to them. But the Yajamana pays the Dakshina and actually purchases the result. What? This is how Vedic sacrifices work. There are karmas, of course, which the Yajamana himself can do, like Agnihotra, etc. But there are certain things which a skilled and educated Ritvik only can do that. Among them also, different levels are there. So, Avidhi Purakam, Anga, the auxiliary karmas not done. Iti karvatya kartavyata, the method in which it is done is not taken care of. Such a rahitam, free from that, Avidhi Purakam, they do that. Ahamiti, next one, read Ahankaram Balam Darpam.
अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं च संश्रिताः मामात्मपरदेहेषु प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः
And te, Ahankaram Balam Darpam Kamam Krodham Cha Samshritaha and Ataha Eva to be added Atma Paradeheshu and Santam Mam Pradvishantaha Abhyasuyakaha and Bhavanti. These Asuri people, Asuraha, Samshritaha, resort to. There's always steeped in these qualities they have got. This is what? Ahankaram. Ahankara here is ego, arrogance, not the notions of I-ness in the body. That is a general. That is, of course, is there. But they have some qualities, possibly. Or even if they are not, they think that they have got the qualities. And the result, what that? They consider themselves to be a great person. So that ahankara, arrogance or egoisticness. Balam, they resort to the strength. What strength? Not the strength that by which you can do good to others. Strength which will do harm to others, which will harass others. Such thing. They build something. Darpam. Darpam here is rashness. Rash people will do which should not be done. Kamam, desire. Krodham, anger, obstruction to desire. Just samshrita, all resorting to me, having fully these ego or arrogance, strength to destroy others, rashness, desires, and anger. Thereby what they do? Atma paradeshu santamma. They hate me. Me means who? Parmeshwara. Where is Parmeshwara? Atma paradeshu santamma. Me, Bhagavan, Parmeshwara, abiding Atma Deheshu in their own bodies and Paradeheshu in others' bodies. Think of it now. Where is Bhagavan? Where is Bhagavan? It is verily in the antakarana of the person who is asking the question, and in all beings. The Chaitanya is all, including terrorist, one and the same. See, the electricity in a cooler or an air conditioner, electricity in a geyser, electricity in the fan, electricity in a slaughtering machine, one and the same. Slaughtering machine cuts to pieces, same electricity. One which makes you cool, same electricity. Electricity has nothing to do with either of these. Simply in its presence, all these things like that. The embodiment differ and the result differs. What they do differ, but Atma is one and the same. So therefore, they torture me with in their own body, the Chaitanya that is there, Paradeheshu, in the body of one and all. They are in the pursuit of Bhagavad Tattva, but they harass, they give torture to that very Bhagavad Tattva. Atmadeshu. Pradvishantaha. Pradvishantaha means hate. As a result, they become what? Abhyasuyakaha bhavanti. They become jealous of even Bhagavan. Jealous of even Parameshwara. They become. Read Bhasya. Ahankaram.
अहंकारम अहंकरणम अहंकारः विद्यमानैः अविद्यमानैश्च गुणैः आत्मनि अध्यारोपितैः विशिष्टम् आत्मानम् अहम् इति मन्यते सः अहंकारः अविद्याख्य
Stop. Ahankaram. Ahankaranam ahankara. That notion of I-ness. I am such and such thing. That is what ahankara. And why this arrogance or I-ness has come? Ego. Vidyamanaihi avidyamanaihi gunai. With certain qualifications which are actually there, others which are not there but assume that they are there. Atmani adhyaropitai, which have been superimposed on oneself. As a result, Vishishtam Atmanam Ahamiti Manyate. Consider oneself, I am a such and such person. I want all these qualities. The person considers so. So, Manyate. So therefore, wherein such notion is there, Saha Ahankara, that I am the most exalted among all. We'll see what is the nature of that. Avidyaka, etc. will be told afterwards. We'll see next time. Oh.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः को ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।